You said this, I'm not agnostic, I am atheist. I don't think there is no God. I know there is no God. So as a person of faith who's not offended by that statement at all, I'm genuinely curious, how do you know that there's no God?
I don't. I mean, that's a probably pretty old statement, and I couldn't say I know there is no God. Because
But you believe there's
it's
no God.
hard.
That's a difference.
I do. I do believe that, but God or aliens or Sasquatch or whoever, I can't say I know there is no, definitively. Here's what I know. I suspect, and that's my belief. Although I hope there is a God. I hope there is a God, but a God for me is something that needs to be cultivated as part of a ritual and as a family unit or as a culture. So let's just say in the United States, we have the Easter Bunny, and I probably believed in it, until I was, 8 or something, because we had an Easter basket and the parents talked about it and, or Santa Claus or something like that. Now, if you grew up in Mozambique, you wouldn't know about the Easter Bunny because it just wasn't discussed. You may have something else. You may have another ritual or another thing or another thing of lore to discuss, and then be sort of indoctrinated into, not in a negative way, but I just mean, it's a cultural thing. So for me, there was no religion, there was no God, there was no church, there was no Bible. So it wasn't something that I was brought into. And then at some point you become sort of independent and on your own. It doesn't really make sense. Now, it's not, as far-fetched as the Easter Bunny, but I don't think you're going to get anyone from Mozambique in their early 30s to believe in the Easter Bunny because it's not going to track for them. They're going to go, come on. We don't.
That's a very interesting statement. That helps me understand that listen, I believe there's a God. If you push me, I say the same thing you said. I don't know. That's the whole point of the word faith. Like, this is a giant leap. Believing in God, believing that he's there is a statement of faith. And that's the whole point. When you said to me, I hope there's a God, why do you hope that there's a God if you don't believe that there is a God? What's the relationship there?
Well, I mean, I think there's things we can hope for that seem out of reach or far-fetched or unrealistic, but we can still hope for them because, people can go, well, I don't really believe in the afterlife, but it would be nice to be reunited with my grandma. You know what I mean? And then you go,
sure.
Well, do you hope there's an afterlife? And I go, well, I'm not planning on talking to grandma again, but yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be great. I miss my dog Molly too. Like, I hope there's some world where I'm reunited with my Labrador Molly. I miss Molly, or Norm Macdonald. I'd like to say hi to Norm Macdonald again, And so, yeah, I would like that. And I would like, I'd like some deity to look, I would like Hitler punished. And I would like Gandhi to, go through the pearly gates. I would like the evil people punished for eternity. I would like the people that did saintly work. I would like them to live in the house of God where the streets were paved with gold. I would love all of this stuff. It sounds very enticing to me. I don't think it's going to happen. But I would hope for it.